नमस्कार दोस्तों, शिपिंग पाठशाला में एक बार फिर आपका स्वागत है। वेलकम टू शिपिंग पाठशाला। आई एम प्रोफेसर डी.एन. मौर्या। टुडे आई शैल टॉक ऑन बेसिक्स ऑफ फॉरेन एक्सचेंज। As we know, every country has got its own currency. The currency of the country is known as home currency, and currency of any other country is known as foreign currency. For example, I am in India, I am Indian, so my home currency will be Indian rupees. Other person who is a citizen of USA, for him the home currency is US dollar. For me, US dollar is a foreign currency. So these foreign currencies can be exchanged with each other. Exchange means changing with from one currency to other currency. Home currency can be exchanged with any foreign currency. Similarly, two foreign currencies can be exchanged with each other at certain rate. The rate at which currencies are exchanged is known as exchange rate, and the exchange rate will depend upon the strength of the currency, and currency strength will again depend upon the strength of the country. When you talk about the strength of the country, you are talking about the economic power, how big economy it is, not the military power but the economic power. So bigger economic power of the country, it means the currency of the country will be having more value, will be always having a higher value compared to a country which has got a lower economic power. The currencies are needed, foreign currencies are needed by all the countries to meet the requirement of import. We have to spend money, we have to spend the foreign currency to meet the requirement of various type of import. Like in India, we spend lot of money in importing the crude oil, then medical equipment, machineries, defense equipment. So these are the things for which we need the foreign fund. So what we need from the foreign currency, basically the US dollar. US dollar is easily traded currency throughout the world. So you have to get the US dollar to meet the import requirement. If you are not able to get the US dollar in the enough quantity, in the enough number, enough value, then what will happen? The shortage on the dollar will try to bring the value of the rupee on the lower side. Or you can say rupee will depreciate with respect to dollar, or you can say dollar will appreciate with respect to rupee. So this is the basic theory of demand and supply. When there is more and more supply, the value of the supply will decrease. So to bring the dollar to the required level, we have to either decrease the demand of dollar or increase the supply of dollar. Decreasing the demand is not possible because the necessary imports have to be made. You cannot reduce the import to large extent. You can only reduce some imports which are not required, like let us say import of gold. This can be avoided for certain time, but you cannot avoid the import of capital goods. You cannot avoid the import of machineries or defense equipment, scientific equipment. So those things cannot be avoided. So one way to meet the requirement of dollar is to increase the supply. Increase the supply means try to get more and more dollar. Now how to get, that is the temporary method. How to get it? First thing, the value of the rupee can be appreciated, can get appreciated against the dollar in case of recovery of natural resources. Somewhere it is found that is we have got a lithium stock at some place, at some mines lithium stock is available, that is discovered. So this can be explored and sold to the foreign market. So the value of rupees will suddenly increase, will appreciate. Or we have got more exports going up. When export goes up, what happens? We get more and more foreign exchange. So the condition, or you can say the supply of the dollar will increase and demand remaining same, so rupee will try to appreciate. Similarly, export of services. Export the services, you get the dollar, so supply increases, demand remaining same. Then FDI, foreign direct investment coming in India. People are coming and investing in Indian company. So they are coming with a foreign fund which can remain in India invested for a longer time. So what happens here? Again, supply is increasing, demand remaining same. So rupee will try to appreciate. FPI, foreign portfolio investment. People, that is the people from foreign country investing in share market, portfolio investment. So again foreign fund is coming. So what happens? The rupee will try to appreciate. Apart from this, there are always some logic at the government level or at the political level, depending upon the political party in the power. Political party in the power, depending upon whether they are having the thinking of the capitalist nature or thinking of communist or socialist nature. A party coming to the power having a capitalist nature thinking will find that market as well as the value of the currency will try to appreciate. Similarly, the position of the government. Position of the government means how comfortable is the government, how many MPs are there supporting the government. In India, let us say 543 MPs. What is the majority needed? 273. So if the government is formed with the help of, let us say, 275 MPs, then the government is supposed to be not very stable. People think that this is not a stable government. 2-3 MP can switch over any time the side and government will fall. So policy decision taken by the government cannot be implemented. So if the government side there are, let us say, out of 543 there are 350 or 400 MPs, then we know government is very, very strong. So this gives a psychological effect to the people around the world, and psychological effect means government is stable, will remain in power, and whatever policy decision is taken can be implemented. So currency will again try to appreciate. But these are only the temporary measures. The main thing, the value of the currency will depend upon the strength of the country, that is the economic power of the country. Now since the currencies can be exchanged freely from one to other, the foreign exchange or foreign currency is also known as foreign exchange. The currency which is available with the country, with the company or with a person, this can be exchanged freely in the foreign exchange market. So foreign currency we can also call it as a foreign exchange. Now changing or exchanging of currency takes place in a market. The market is known as forex market. Forex market, there is no physical location. It's not like other market, APMC market or this market. So this is a market which is available around the world. We call it OTC, over the counter. Over the counter because any time we'll find somewhere in the world, some part of the world, some banks are working and currency transaction exchange is taking place. So this is working 24/7 throughout the world. We say this market is OTC, over the counter. Now in the market, who sells and who buys? Basically it is done through the bank. So the bank who is dealing with the foreign exchange, that is the one we say the bank is selling or bank is buying. And what is purchased or sold in the forex market is the foreign currency. So two things remember, that in the forex market what is sold is the foreign currency. What is purchased is the foreign currency. Who sells it? It is the bank. Who buys it? It is the bank. Nothing is seen from the point of view of the customer. Everything from the point of view of the bank and everything from the point of view of the foreign currency. You will see through a block chart, through a block diagram, how the things work in the foreign market. You can see here bank, purchasing bank, selling bank. So what the purchasing bank will do? This will purchase the foreign currency. Everything is talked from the point of view of the foreign currency. So acquires foreign currency, it means purchasing the foreign currency. Who gives the foreign currency? It is the customer. So we don't say the customer is selling the foreign currency. What we say? Bank is buying the foreign currency. So it is a purchasing bank. And then in returns, what the bank does? Bank will return the home currency. Bank will give the equivalent home currency at the prevailing exchange rate on particular date. This side acquires home currency. Bank is acquiring the home currency. It means customer has gone to the bank. He wanted to buy some foreign currency in return in terms of certain home currency. So customer is giving home currency to the bank. So bank is what bank is doing? Bank is giving you the foreign currency. So we say bank is selling the foreign currency. We don't say the bank is buying the home currency. We say bank is selling the foreign currency. What we say here? Bank is buying the foreign currency. Here we say bank is selling the foreign currency. So everything is talked from the banker point of view. It is always the banker who sells or purchases. So bank is purchasing here foreign currency. Bank is selling here foreign currency. What is sold and purchased is always the foreign currency. Foreign currency purchased here and foreign currency sold here. That is how the foreign exchange market, how we talk about the sales and purchase of the foreign currency. Okay, now we will discuss about the foreign exchange administration in India. In India, the foreign exchange is administered through an act, we call it FEMA 2000. FEMA 2000 stands for Foreign Exchange Management Act 2000. This regulates the foreign exchange in India. Under the Foreign Exchange Management Act, it is the Government of India, that is the Ministry of Finance. Under Ministry of Finance, it is regulated through the RBI, Reserve Bank of India. Reserve Bank of India issues guidelines from time to time on the management of foreign exchange. They also authorize the people, the bank, to deal in the foreign exchange. So we call it authorized person. Authorized person means the institution or the person authorized by the RBI to deal in foreign exchange. Deal in foreign exchange means to collect the foreign exchange and return the home currency, or collect the home currency and return the foreign exchange. So this authorized persons, we have got two categories. First is authorized dealers and second is known as authorized money changer. Under authorized dealers, again there are three categories: category 1, category 2, category 3. So authorized dealers, the basic meaning of authorized dealer is the bank branch dealing in the foreign exchange. Let us say you got a bank in your place, in your city, State Bank of India. State Bank of India will have a department at the same place, in some other room, or openly by providing some counter where they deal in the foreign exchange. So that is known as authorized dealer. Means the branch, sub-branch of the bank authorized to deal in foreign exchange. So it is known as authorized dealers. All the importers and exporters, they have to have the account with the authorized dealer, without which they cannot have the transaction in foreign currency. So authorized dealers are the basically the branch of bank dealing in the foreign exchange. They are again of three types: authorized dealers category 1, authorized dealers category 2, and authorized dealers category 3. Category 1, they are the commercial banks having unlimited transaction right. There is no limit on them. They can deal with all current accounts as well as capital account of the foreign exchange component. Then category 2, again commercial bank and some other financial institution dealing in the foreign exchange with some limit. They are not as open as category number 1, which has got a unlimited transaction authorized by the RBI. Category 3, they generally provide the foreign exchange to facilitate the international trade. Like let us say some export promotion trade fair is going on, some fund is required. So for this can be provided by the category 3 of authorized dealers. Then comes authorized money changers. Authorized money changers, they are the people who are taking money from the customer. This is very, very simple things. Like let us say you have got a hotel, Taj Mahal Hotel in Mumbai. Foreigners are coming and staying there. They want to spend the money in rupees. They cannot spend the money in foreign currency. So they have to take the money. They cannot go to bank immediately. So they can come to the hotel and at the counter they can request for conversion of the foreign currency into Indian rupees. So they can give some 500, 600, 1000 Great Britain pound to the counter, and counter man will provide him the equivalent Indian rupee. So this is known as authorized money changer. There can be two types of money changer. One is the full-fledged, other is the restricted. Restricted means they can only collect the foreign exchange and give the home currency. They cannot give them home currency. They cannot they cannot give them foreign currency. It is only one-way transfer of the foreign currency. Foreigner can give foreign currency and take the home currency from the person or from the bank. But the bank cannot accept the Indian rupees and give the foreign currency. So it is known as restricted money changers. Then some money changers are given a license as a full-fledged. Full-fledged means both ways. They can take the foreign exchange from the person, give the rupees, or take the rupees and give the foreign exchange. In case of authorized money changers, they have to deposit the money, that is the foreign exchange received by them, to the bank, to the authorized dealers on day-to-day basis with complete details. They cannot keep with them. They have to deposit it to the authorized dealers on day-to-day basis. So that is the administration of foreign exchange in India. Coming to type of transaction in foreign exchange. There are three types of transaction. First one is known as ready or cash transaction. Ready or cash transaction means going to the counter, giving the foreign currency and taking the equivalent Indian rupees on the spot. Or reverse way, going to the counter, giving the rupees and taking the foreign currency. Let us say I am planning to visit a foreign country as a tourist. I need some money. So even at the airport, I can go to the bank which is dealing in the foreign exchange. So I can give the rupees and take the foreign exchange, showing the reason why I need the foreign exchange, showing my passport, visa, everything, ticket, everything. Some details I have to disclose, then only the bank will deal and they will give the foreign exchange. So that is known as ready or cash transaction. Immediately you get the money. Second type of transaction is known as spot transaction. Spot transaction means settlement will take 2 days after the contract is signed. Generally all the business houses, they go under the spot transaction. It means you sign a contract today. Today is what? Let us say 8th of August. So 2 days after means you sign the contract today and then 8 plus 2. On 10th the transaction settlement will take place. The money will be handed over only on 10th. That is the spot transaction. 2 days after. If it is on the 1st, then on 3rd transaction will take place. It is on the 5th, then on 7th transaction will take place. That is known as spot transaction. Third type of transaction is known as forward transaction. Forward transaction means in future. So I sign the contract today with the bank and I say 10 days forward. It means today is what? Today is 8th of August. Then this 10 days will be counted not from today but from the date of spot. So today is 8th, spot date will be 10th. From 10th add 10 more, that is the 28th. It means the settlement of the foreign currency will take place only on 28th of August. So though it is known as forward transaction for so many days, but the date, counting of the date will start only after spot. You sign a contract today, let us say 1st of the month, and then you say for 15 days settlement. So 1st plus 2 days goes for the spot, that is the 3rd one. From 3rd, then you add that particular number of days, 10 days, 15 days. So that day settlement will take place. Remember, if on the date of settlement, the particular day is holiday, then the settlement will take place on the next day. Holiday means bank is not working on that day. So this is not only the holiday in your country, holiday of either of the currency owner. So it is, let us say, the contract is signed between dollar and rupees. So let us say you have signed the contract on 1st for 10 days forward. So 10 1st plus 2, 3, 3rd is the spot date. From 3 add the 10 days, 13th. 13th is the settlement date. So if 13th is holiday in India, then thus will go to the 14th. If 14th is holiday in USA, then that will go on 15th. So settlement do not take place on the holiday. Those are the three types of transaction. Now coming to the quotation. When you go to the bank, buy or sell the foreign currency, you have to sell it as per the quotation given by the bank. So banks has got two type of quotation. One is known as direct quotation, second is known as indirect quotation. In direct quotation, the bank will quote the number of home currency needed to buy 1 unit of foreign currency. That is, they will say $1 is equal to 82.50. It means to buy one unit of dollar, you have to spend 82.50. This is known as direct quotation. Similarly, Great Britain pound, 1 pound is equal to 105 rupees. So direct quotation, the number of domestic currency, number of home currency needed to buy 1 unit of foreign currency. Second is indirect. Indirect means the number of foreign currency needed to buy 1 unit of home currency. So here it is just reverse variable. If the home currency is weaker, then you cannot put 1. You have to go for bundle of 100. Like you cannot say the number of dollar needed to buy 1 unit of rupees, 1 rupee. So you cannot put in direct quotation 1 rupee is equal to 0.2. 0.2 is not applicable. Nobody can give you $0.2. So what you have to say there? You have to say 100 rupees. So you have to go, unit means 100 then. So rupees 100 is equal to how much? How many? 1 point something, 1.2 or something like that. So that is the indirect quotation. So direct quotation means number of home currency needed to buy 1 unit of foreign currency, and indirect quotation means number of foreign currency needed to buy 1 unit of the home currency. Apart from this one, then there is a another quotation, we call it two-way quotation and one-way quotation. Direct quotation can also have two-way quotation, this can be one-way quotation. What we discuss is only one way. It means the bank has given a rate of 22.50. This could be either buying rate or selling rate. Bank has to mention there, that is the buying rate, or they will say selling rate. That is the one-way quotation. If it is two-way quotation, then bank will mention both the rates. $1 is equal to 82.50 oblique, let us say 82.70. That means they will buy at the rate of 82.50 and sell the dollar at the rate of 82.70. So that is the way that quotation works. So we'll do in details by seeing the graphics, some details on the board, how the one-way quotation, two-way quotation and direct quotation and indirect quotation works. Okay, you can see here the quotation given by the bank. It says direct quotation, one-way quotation. US dollar 1.00 is equal to rupees 82.80. This quotation will be either buy or sell. I have written there buy or sell. So bank has to mention specific things. They say, let us say this is the buy quotation. So they will say $1 bank will buy at the rate of 82.80. Great Britain pound, quotation for pound, 1 pound he will buy at the rate of 104 rupees. So here if the foreign currency value is less than home currency value, in both the cases the foreign currency value is high. So $1 is equal to 82, 1 pound is equal to 104 rupees. But for some currency where the currency is weaker than rupees, then not possible to quote as unit 1 year or unit 1 year. Then you have to go for the bundle of 100. Like Japanese yen, 100 is equal to rupees 57.80 because Japanese yen value is less than rupees. 1 yen is less than 1 rupee. So here you cannot quote 1 yen is equal to point so much rupees. So here to go for the bundle of 100, so just to make it round figure. So in case of Japanese yen or any other currency where the value of currency is lower than the rupees, you have to go in the multiple of 100. Okay, so 100 is equal to 57.80 rupees. Here the bank principle is buy low, sell high. it means the bank will pay lesser home currency and receive higher home currency. So bank is going to buy low. Buy low means buying at the low rate. It means bank is buying at 82.80 rupees and will be selling at the higher. It means if somebody comes to the bank to buy $1, bank may sell $1 is equal to 82.90. So bank is buying at the lower rate, will be selling at the higher rate. That is the principle adopted by the bank in direct quotation. Indirect quotation, that is the number of foreign currency needed to buy 1 unit of home currency. Now here again, since the value of home currency is lower than dollar, you have to use it 100. So 100 rupees is equal to US dollar 1.20. It means we need 1.20 US dollar to buy 100 rupees. That is the unit. Unit why 100? Why not 1? Because the rupee is having a lower value than the dollar. But in case of Japanese yen, you can say 1 Japanese yen to buy 1 rupees, we need 1.73 Japanese yen. So when the currency is on the higher side, we use unit. If it on the lower side, then we'll use a 100. So principle in case of indirect quotation, buy high, sell low. That is acquires more foreign currency, parts with less foreign currency. So for 100 rupees, the bank will take 1.20, and then if you are going to buy it, bank will sell on lower side. They will say 1.10. The principle is take more dollar and then part with the less foreign currency. For 100 rupees, bank will give $1.2, they will take it, and some customer is going, then for 100 rupees, bank will give only $1.1. So this is the what we call it direct quotation for one-way transaction or one-way quotation of the foreign currency. Now we will come and see that indirect quotation. See the indirect quotation. Sorry, the direct quotation and indirect quotation. Now it is two-way. So in two-way, US dollar 1.00 is equal to 82.80/90. So here the quotation is both buy and sell. This is not only buy or only sell. This is buy and sell. It means the bank has given quotation for both the things in one quotation. So we call it two-way quotation. Direct quotation two-way. $1 bank will buy at the rate of 82.80 and bank will sell at the rate of 82.90. Great Britain pound, bank will buy at the rate of 104 rupees and sell at 104.50 rupees. So this is a two-way quotation, means one quotation, both the rates are mentioned, buy rate as well as sell rate by the bank. Indirect quotation, in the similar way, you have to use the rupees first, home currency, and followed by dollar. So 100 rupees, bank 1.20/10. While buying, bank will take $1.2. While selling, bank will give only $1.10. Similarly, in case of Japanese yen, 1 rupees, bank is going to buy 1.73 but sell only 1.65. So what is the difference between buying and selling? That is the margin. So buy is known as bid. It means first quotation is bid by the bank, 82.80. So this is the bidding rate. And what is the offer? 82.90. That is the offer. Difference of these two, that is the 10 paisa. 10 paisa is margin. So what is the margin? Margin is the bank profit. So bank will try to make a margin, make a profit, build a profit, and then give the quotation to the customer, where customer will give the dollar at this rate and he will receive the dollar at this rate. Or you can say bank will buy at this rate and bank will sell at this rate. That is how the quotations are given by the bank for foreign currency transaction in the forex market. With this, I have finished the topic, that is basic on foreign exchange. In case of any query, please write to me at dn.maurya@yahoo.com. Those who have not subscribed to my channel, they can subscribe it so that they can see my upcoming video without searching. In case you have not subscribed or you do not want to subscribe, still you can see my video by going to YouTube and searching by typing Shipping Paathshaala by DN Maurya, or you can also search by typing @DN Maurya 9964. With this, I finish today. See you in next topic. Bye then. Bye bye.